Hello, Sagittarius. This is your reading for February 12th through about the 18th. These are general. Take what works, and what doesn't work just doesn't work. But if you find this reading at a later date, there may be something in it for you. Let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, that's the one. Okay, he jumped out. And what is challenging my Sagittariuses? And what is your recommendations? In your recent past position, you have the Six of Cups. In your current energies, you have the Knight of Swords. In your near future position, you have the Page of Wands. Your challenge for the week is the Ten of Cups in reverse, and what is recommended for you is the Two of Wands. Okay, so the Six of Cups indicates in your recent past, there was maybe you reconnected with somebody you've known for a long time, or you knew a long time ago, or you've been kind of thinking about somebody. But I kind of feel like with this, you may have reconnected with someone, or there might have been something from the past that you started doing again. Because this card represents like nostalgia, it represents memories, people set in the past, people that you've known for a long time. So I really feel like you might have actually reconnected with someone, or you've been thinking heavily about reconnecting with someone. Now, the Knight of Swords indicates in your current energies that you're really moving full force towards something. It's all about thoughts, but it's kind of dedicated thought processes. Like you're like fully sure you want to do something. There's no doubt in your mind. Like there's nothing slowing you down. You know you want something, you want to do something. Your mind is very clear as to what you want, and you're moving forward quickly with it. And the Page of Wands in your near future indicates that I think you're going to be learning. So the Page of Wands, to me, he's a little bit, I don't want to say he's a little scattered. He likes to try everything. He's very active. He likes to try everything. He kind of gets a little sidetracked here and there, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just he's very open to life. He's very open to experiencing everything he can. But he's also a student, so he's still learning. He's still trying to figure out his path in life, but he's very open to, like, I guess, discovering all the paths, or as many paths as he can. In your challenging position is the Ten of Cups, and this to me represents that I think there's some kind of disconnect. There's some, with whatever relationship was going on, and I believe it's with the Six of Cups. Now this could be a relationship or a situation, but there's some type of disconnect. Like I think your challenge is to avoid or just recognize there may be disharmony, maybe there's disconnect. Maybe this could represent that you had a problem with somebody in the past and you've been thinking about them, and part of you really wants to move forward, maybe reach out to them, but there's some type of emotional disconnect that's either stopping you, or there's an emotional disconnect within the relationship. There's some type of things aren't really as fluid as maybe they once were in the past. So that's your challenge, is this kind of like lack of harmony in a sense. But the Two of Wands here, what is recommended for you is to, I guess, go back to the drawing board a little bit and try to plan out the actions again. The Two of Wands is all about kind of planning. It's all about trying to figure out how you want something to happen, or how do you want to do something. So I feel like maybe whatever the situation from the past was, even if it's just a situation, it could indicate that you've wanted to try it again. Maybe you did it once and it didn't really work out and you never really got over it and you just wanted to try it again. Now this could represent a relationship, or this could just be anything that your heart really always held on to. And the Knight of Swords would then be that you're kind of rushing to it, you're trying it again, but then your problem is that it's not as fulfilling as you thought it would be. It's not really working out. There's a little bit of a disconnect with it. And then the Two of Wands in this situation would represent that you need to kind of come back to the drawing board. You might need to reconfigure certain things. You might need to re-examine some stuff and figure out a new way forward. And then the Page of Wands would actually be you trying that out, trying to figure out the new way forward, or actually doing things. Like you're no longer just thinking about it. You're actually kind of like on your way. You're learning about it. You're trying different things. Because the Page of Wands, to me, he's very, I don't see him as just trying one thing. He would probably tend to be trying multiple things at once, because I always see him as very energetic, very passionate, but he kind of could get a little sidetracked. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because sometimes within those sidetracked moments, you actually discover more of what you really enjoy in your life. Like versus if you were only to stick to one situation and then you found out, oh, I didn't really like it. But if you're sticking to a bunch of situations, if you're doing a bunch of things at once, then it's quicker to figure out, okay, well, I don't really like that, but I do like this. So I'm going to focus my time more and energy more on this. So I definitely think you're kind of doing something a little different than what you might have expected, but I don't think it's a bad thing. So take that how it resonates, but let's see what else we get for you. You have Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. Oh, this one kind of was jumping out. Soothe your soul, Celestite. Okay, and this one, we'll take these ones because these ones are all looking at me. They're giving me the eye. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Okay, and let me get one more. Wedding, this situation involves marriage. So the Horse Spirit, freedom is yours. Now, I feel like with this Knight of Swords energy and the Two of Wands, what is recommended, because to me, the Knight of Swords is really focused on something and he's rushing in. But the Two of Wands, I feel like this is like, it's almost like you're looking at the world, like you're standing in front of the world in a sense, and you're just looking out and you're just trying to figure out, okay, well, which direction do I want to go in? Like, what am I doing? So this is, to me, is almost like the very beginning of planning. Like this is just more of deciding what do you want to do. So I feel like in that instant, you're not really committed to any one thing. So you're more free to actually start because you're not really on the path. When the further down the line you go, the more committed or dedicated or more invested in a situation you are, the harder it is sometimes to shift out of that. But when you have the Two of Wands here recommended, I feel like this is saying, well, take it back to square one, and what would you like to try now? You have the freedom to decide what do you want to do. And I think that's extremely powerful. So I think that's fantastic. And I feel like with this Page of Wands energy here, I think that this is kind of saying that you will be trying different things. Like you still have the freedom to try different things out or figure out what is the best fit for you. Now, Celestite, soothe your soul. And I wonder if, because some of you with this separation here, I wonder if for some of you, because especially we have this this Ten of Cups reverse. So we have soothe your soul and then sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. So now I wonder if some of you, because even with the nostalgia here, the photograph thing, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories, I feel like this is really going with this Six of Cups, that you might have been looking back at a situation and kind of missing it. This could have been a person or a thing you used to do, a hobby you used to do, a job you once had, or a way of life you used to have. This could represent anything for you. But I think right now, the soothing your soul to me is really with this Two of Wands. And I wonder if some of you are having this Knight of Swords moment where you're like, I have to make changes. And now you're trying to figure out how to do that. You're trying to figure out, okay, like I need to move on from something. And what does that look like? And make new memories. This is definitely saying that, you know, these were your old memories here with the Six of Cups, but it's time for you to move forward and make new memories. And I think with the Page of Wands, that's, in a way, I think you're going to be figuring that out. I think you will be making new memories. Now, With the passion card, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. I kind of see this as you just need to have a little bit of fun, because the Page of Wands to me, he's like kind of like the fun one in between the pages. Like I probably would hang out with him because I just feel like when he goes somewhere, shenanigans kind of ensue. So I think he's just fun. He just seems like he's just gonna have a good time. Maybe a little too much of a good time at times, but like it's just gonna be fun. So I think that's saying that you just need to have a little fun, you know, because he's on his path. He's going somewhere. He's trying to figure things out, but he's gonna enjoy the moment. He's going to kind of get, I don't want to say swept up with whatever's happening in that second, but he's just going to enjoy every little thing along that path. And I think this is saying that you need to do that too. You need to have fun. And wedding, the situation involves marriage. And I kind of wonder if some of you, if whatever you're moving towards could wind up being something that's very beneficial to you and more long-term. Because I feel like you're leaving something behind that really pulled on your heartstrings. But I think moving forward, you might actually eventually wind up in a situation that could it involve marriage? Yes, but it also could just be something that you want to engage in for the long term. Because the wedding for me doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. It could be just something that you want to commit yourself to. This could be a hobby, you know, some type of passion project, you know, a different career, some course of learning. This could represent anything. So I think that's really positive. Okay, so let's see what little quote we get for you. Okay, you got these two. Be a rainbow in someone else's cloud, and half of failures in life arise from pulling one's horse as he is leaping. So now here's the thing. This Knight of Swords, this horse is leaping. And the knight, he's going with the horse. He's not pulling this thing back. He's like, oh, we are going. Well, there's no stopping, buddy. We're not stopping at stop signs. There is no red lights where the way we're doing this. It's like Grand Theft Auto with this one, with like no obstacles. He doesn't care. Like he's just gonna drive around everything. So I think this is saying don't limit yourself, because as soon as you start pulling back on the horse, you're going to wind up limiting yourself. And I think you're kind of coming off as something that is a little bit, I don't want to say you're heartbroken, but something that didn't quite work out 100% as maybe you hoped it would. And I think you just need to be free to explore at this point. Don't limit yourself and be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. And I think this is saying if you're having this moment where you're a little upset, sometimes when you're happy for somebody else, it helps you be happy for yourself. Now let's see what Bob Ross has to say for you. Okay, so now, see, this one is just looking at me. He's just here smiling. He's on the board. It's this one. This is the one. He's giving me the eye. He's looking at me. This is the card. Look around. Look at what we have. Beauty is everywhere. You only have to look and see it. And I think this is saying that if you are so fixated on the past with the photograph here, this is all about nostalgia, even the missing you here, a yearning, thinking, you might just be so focused on the path of the past, and with this, even with the soothe your soul, I think this is saying, especially because you have the horse spirit here, freedom is yours. This is saying that you might be coming off of something and you might not be entirely sure what direction you're going in the future, but you're going to be fine. Like you just need to see what's around you. So I think this is saying that if you're focused or fixated on past stuff, just look at everything great happening for you right now. Okay, and let's get a little positive affirmation card for you. Today, I am powerful. Today, my potential to succeed and conquer challenges is limitless. And yes, it is for you, Sagittarius. You just remember that. And let's get a little, what spirit of the dish shall be with you in this week? Okay. You know what? We're going to take both these spirits here for you. You have the Chinese, which is the Chinese food, and the burrito. The burro, which I guess is the burrito. Okay. Let's see. You have, oh my God, and you have Chinese here for your dinner and a movie. You have Chinese, and you have romance movies. And let me just get myself organized. You have Libras here, and they like to balance the scales. They're very kind of balanced. So it could indicate that you might need to be balancing certain aspects with your life a little bit better. If you're feeling like you're tipping one way or another, maybe bring things back to balance. And then you also have Scorpios, which represents transformation and major changes. You have the North Node, which represents destiny. And here you have Saturn, which represents restrictions, responsibilities, and life lessons. You have the 8th house, which is change, transformation, debt, and secrets. And you have the 9th house, the 6th house, sorry. I'm having a moment today. I'm always having a moment, though, so there's like nothing new. It's like nothing new with me. I see things just the way my mind wants to see it sometimes, not actually what really is in front of me. It's so bad. Anyway, you have health, details, order, work, and structure. Yeah, let's see. Okay, you have T, L, G, D, Q, Y, J, I, W, O, H, and 0. And you have nurture. And I think this is like nurturing yourself and nurturing your future Sagittarius' self, you know, like your future selves. Okay, let's see what charmy we get for you. Oh, this one jumped out. So this is the moon. Now this one, I think this is saying that you don't see everything. I think with the moon, you only sometimes see what the moon looks like that night. Like, and if something's hiding the moon, you know, with it doing whatever it does, you don't always see the full moon. You see the full moon maybe once a month, right? So you're not always seeing the full picture, but this is indicating that depending on the day, you're only seeing like a sliver or a part of it or a quarter or whatever. So I think this is saying that even though you don't see everything, just maybe even like use your intuition a little bit to fill in the rest of the picture, or just kind of go day by day, step by step, because I think the more you proceed forward, the more you're going to actually see the fuller picture. So I think this is just saying, just also take it moment by moment in a way and just observe what's around you at that time. That's what I'm getting for that. Now we have our special guest again with us this week. Okay. Sagittarius says, think of your question and let us ask. Oh, Mr. Predicto, the most accurate prediction device that's ever run off of batteries. What is the answer to Sagittarius's question?
Now is not the right time to tell you.
Oh, he is like, okay, I see what's up here. He's getting this from the Magic 8 Ball. The Magic 8 Ball is sassy too, and they've been sitting next to each other on the desk, and apparently it's like they're all in cahoots now. So he said now is not the right time to tell you. So I like to think that this means that things are still up in the air, or he wants you to experience moment by moment, because maybe there's some type of valuable lesson that you will find out. Or maybe he's being lazy today. It could just be one of those three. Anyway, or it could be anything really. Who knows with this guy? Who knows? Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.